So, quick little video here to talk about the genius that is Games Done Quick. You know, they always do a great job of showcasing a whole variety of games and speedrunners and all sorts of stuff and shenanigans. I guess the first thing to mention is, in case you're wondering why, because I think a couple of years back I did print off something. It might not have even been on this channel, it might have been my own stuff or whatever. I put up the logo. From what I've heard, if anybody tries to use the Games Done Quick logo now, they basically get done because it's not their property. So, you know, if you want to publicise the thing, I think that's a questionable sort of decision. Especially if you're just using it as advertising and whatever to actually get people to go to that rather than whatever. Anyway. So, SGDQ raising money, I believe, as usual, if I have a quick look. Raising money for Doctors Without Borders, as the summer one always has done for the past few years. A whole load of interesting runs, starting off at 1 in the afternoon on Sunday, so hopefully by the time you've seen this in a few hours. Being opened by the great Half Coordinated. In case you don't know the backstory for him, and I want to make sure that I get the right details on it, to make sure I'm not not actually describing it. Oh wow, I'm going to Polygon, that's a bit awkward. So yeah, his real name's Clint Lexer, but he goes by the username Half Coordinated. He's got a physical disability that basically limits the use of his right hand, and for the last couple of years he's been doing speedruns and been on, I think he's been on every single GDQ, certainly since 2015 at least, that I'm aware of. He did Vanquish back in 2015. 2016 he did Transformers Devastation. I think he did something for 2017, you know, back in January. I can't remember what it is really off the top of my head. Momodora, I think it was, actually. That was the one he did in summer. I'm not sure whether I think he did SGDQ 2017. But anyway, this year he's opening the event with one of this year's hit games, I would argue, Nier Automata. And he's opening it up with a one-handed, because that's the way he does it, playthrough of I guess the first playthrough, the ending A, if you call it, because obviously there's multiple endings. But they are going pretty strong for the first afternoon into the evening. You've got Halo 1, Azure Striker Gunvolt 2, Battle Kid. Wow, Battle Kid, that's notorious for being pretty damn crazy. Diddy Kong Racing, Luigi's Mansion, Metroid Prime 100%, and Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Then, just looking through some of these other games that are really good. Akami HD, MDK, the original Crash Bandicoot, not the new one, I think. The Lion King. I don't know whether that's the Genesis one or the Super Nintendo, I have to see. Ape Escape. The Sonic block seems to be Sonic CD, but it says 2011 CD, so I'm guessing that's the PC port rather than the original one, along with Sonic Generations and Sonic Colors. Then a double bill of the Mirror's Edge games, Mirror's Edge and Mirror's Edge Catalyst. Also Donkey Kong 64, because, you know, the coconut gun and stuff like that. Jet Set Radio Future, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 and 4, I Am Bread, Brothers Tale of Two Sons, 100% in Banjo-Kazooie 1, Pokemon Heart Gold or Soul Silver, I'm guessing that may be a bidding war, Pokemon Puzzle League. Then Tuesday evening going into Wednesday, you've got Half-Life, Dishonored 2, the new Doom with all secrets, Half-Life 2 and Silent Hill 2 and Resident Evil 1 and Resident Evil Code Veronica X. You know, some really good stuff there. On the original Onimusha game, Ninja Gaiden on the Sega Master System. That's I think the first time we've seen it from that platform. Certainly, Ninja Gaiden 3. Got a lot of Castlevanias. We've got 3 and Rondo of Blood, among with others. Then you got some indie stuff like Super Meat Boy and VV. Kirby, Dreamland 2 and Planet Robobot getting represented. Then we got some Mega Man stuff with X2, X3 and X6 all getting showcased. Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD, Elder Scrolls Oblivion. I mean, there's so many great games. Ratchet and Clank, Zem's back. Zem's always great with his runs. Jack 2, Shadow of the Colossus, Prince of Persia: Sands of Time, Talos Principle, Portal, Chrono Trigger, Mario Kart on the Wii, and as well Mario Kart 64. Then Thursday into Friday, one of the big ones, Tetris Grandmaster. There's an 8-way 100% race going on with the original one, followed by a 2-player 1-controller race. Then you've got Kevin himself, Kevin DDR, you know, one of the experts of this, one of the only technical gaijins, at least with the system stuff. With Grandmaster 3, he's showcasing some of that off himself. And then straight after that, Swordless All Dungeons in Link to the Past, followed by Zelda 2 and also Link's Awakening DX. And then we got some more indie sort of PC stuff. Shantae Half Genie Hero, Super Win the Game, Shadow Complex Remastered, all sorts of Mega Man 4, TMNT 3, X-Men Mutant Apocalypse, I'm trying to remember that one, Star Wars Jedi Knight, Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, then the Super Mario Series Warp Plus Relay Race. By the looks of that is, just looking at the list, that might be 3 teams of 5, by the looks of it. So I guess that's 1, 2, 3 World and also the Lost levels. So it's all the stuff that's on the All-Stars cart, I'm guessing. Metroid Fusion, then Super Metroid. So they aren't putting that at the end, actually. They're putting that on the penultimate day, Friday into Saturday, arguably. Super Metroid and Final Fantasy VII closing it up. Then you've got, later on the Saturday, you've got Rise of the Triad and Super Hot. I don't know why I have to do that voice, but you do. The story mode in Titanfall 2 is getting a good showcase. That's nice, because I hope a lot of people should play that more. Diablo 2, Dark Souls 3, really strong sort of finish here, certainly. Mystery thing, because it says setup block, that's normally the setup for there's a mystery game, which, if they get a certain threshold of money, will happen. And then Super Pangal World, 120-star Mario 64, all masks in Majora's Mask, then a mystery block again, and then I guess it only is fair that following on from Undertale closing AGDQ, SGDQ 2017 gets closed by any percent Earthbound. The game that was inspired by Earthbound, showcased back in January, and 6 months on, it's time to showcase the wonders of Earthbound. I think that's just the original Mother, from what I remember. Or is it Mother 2? I can't remember. And then that'll lead you sort of into the early hours of Sunday morning. So, yeah, 7 straight days of, obviously I listed off a lot of stuff, but it's going to be that good. Probably. Oh, it just is. I'm trying to see if there's a thing in terms of what. Here we go. The Games Done Quick Tracker. That's what we're looking for. That's all events. I'm trying to look at the. I should have probably clicked that. That would have been quicker. I'm just looking through some of the lists of the prizes. So, the 2 ones that look to be going through the entire thing, if you have a minimum bid of $100, you get the opportunity for an 8th generation console bundle. So, I'm guessing that is Switch, PS4, and an Xbox One. That's pretty good. And Corsair are also contributing a custom-built Corsair PC if you donate over 150. So, nice touches there. You've got the usual stuff. Old games done slow, NES Classic. Oh, that's an interesting one. That's up to $50. I'm just having a quick look at this. Oh, okay. So basically, it's just an NES Classic edition. That's a secret code. Just having a look through some of the other things. You got the Perla's Zelda Breath of the Wild amiibo. Nice little touch. Some Nvidia, an Nvidia GeForce GTX 1080 card. That's normally expensive. If you donate around $5, that'll be one of the things that you might be able to get. A golden PlayStation 4 for a minimum of $5. Wow, that's a really great prize if you can get it. That's a pretty impressive prize, I will say. Corsair's also got keyboards and mouse pads and a mouse as well. GameCube controller with Smashproof buttons, donated by Smashproof themselves. We've got posters, Majora's Mask 3D being donated during the Majora's Mask run. Lots of mainly sort of physical stuff. Your perlas, your plushies, your keychains, your key rings. Super Mario World mini quilt. There's a GT Omega Pro chair being donated as well that you can win. Splasher Steam Key and soundtrack during the Splasher run. An autographed copy of Chante Half Genie Hero during that's run. Tetris Perlas Mario Kart Wii. Supercar album. What's that? That sounds fun. That's from Fangamer. Okay. There's a whole heap of stuff that you could have a chance to win if you donate the right amounts of money. Just go to gamesdonequick.com/tracker /tracker/index/SGDQ 2017. I'm pretty sure I'll try and see if I can get it put in the blurb down below as well. Also, I've noted that already this thing has $100. People have already donated $100 to this, even though it's already done. That's impressive. Then with the really good stuff. Oh, that's interesting. So right from the start, they're looking for 2,500 to get an Emil character plushie put in Half Coordinated's other hand while he's doing the game. That's nice, as usual. So yeah, Earthbound's got loads of things in terms of characters and name stuff. Final Fantasy VII has name stuff, as you'd expect. Save or kill the animals, as usual. And also the Marvin, which is a little a robot which can be destroyed or can be saved. So I guess that's the new save the animals or whatever. Who knows? That's happening. $20,000 needed for the Omnislash on Sephiroth. You know, there's some pretty impressive stretch goals here, which no doubt you guys out there will be doing wonders on in terms of donations. What I'm looking at now is the runs as to the mystery setup blocks. Oh look, they're not actually listed. Oh, that's sneaky. All these like setup blocks, there's nothing about them. So unless that actually is a setup blocks, but I first find it odd that there's bits that are an hour long. So who knows? But yeah, if you can donate, if not, just enjoy it. It's one time when Twitch goes crazy and you know, speed running of games actually gets a pretty good showcase. So yeah, GG, have fun, but that's never happened before, and other stuff that happens at GDQs. This is apparently the best ending you're going to get from me for this one. Feel slightly disappointed, but yeah, go there. That I don't know why you've got to the end of this video anyway. You should have already been watching it. I'll just wait. Well, I won't, because I'm going to press the stop button.